Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Midweek on your mats. I think today we'll think about our legs, our shoulders, the sides of the body, anywhere that feels a bit stuck, a bit tight, a bit tired. So working to re-energise the legs maybe and give them a stretch. And stretch out the shoulders if you've got a bit of tension, back of the neck, wherever you're holding. And so open up the side ribs. If you work from home and you're sitting a lot, a bit like that, we need to open up the sides of the body and re-energise ourselves. Make sure you're comfortable. Nice comfy seat, the legs don't have to be crossed. Draw the shoulders up to the ears and draw them down. Give yourself a couple of minutes to settle, to arrive. Your body might be here on the mats, but your mind might be out in another room or still at work. Take a nice big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to arrive. And another big deep breath, breathing in and breathing out, relaxing back, feeling the support of your mats. And on the next breath, simply closing a door in your mind, on all events that have happened so far today, this week. This time is for you. Your attention, your energy isn't needed elsewhere. Just tune into the body breathing, that basic body rhythm. As you breathe in, feel the tummy gently rising and feel this expansion through the ribs to the side and into the back body. And as you breathe out, just relaxing back, letting go. And the in-breath comes on its own. Tummy expands, ribs expands, even breathing up into the shoulders. And as you breathe out, a lovely long, slow out breath. And maybe lift up Mula Bandha, that little lift in the pelvic floor. And just a couple more breaths. Breathing in, tummy rises, chest expands, feeling the breath in the shoulders. And breathing out nice and long and slow. And maybe that little lift down below and drawing the navel to the spine. And a couple more in your own time. And simply doing the round of breath you're on and one more. And then bring yourself back and tuck your chin in and stretch out the back of your neck. Lift your chest up towards your chin. Then simply roll your right ear over towards your right shoulder. I'm mirroring you. Drop your left shoulder. Let your head feel heavy. Drop both shoulders and start to creep the left fingers away. So you get more of a yummy stretch through the right side. Good. Keep creeping the fingers away. And then tuck your chin in maybe and look towards your right armpit, towards the right thigh. And maybe start to creep the left fingers towards the back of the wall. Drop the chin in more. Relax through the side of the neck. It's that big muscle down the side of the neck called the sternoid, cleidoid, mastoid muscle. Tuck the chin in, cap the knees, roll the head to the centre, draw the shoulders back, Lift the chest up. And then just drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Let the head feel heavy. Drop both shoulders. Drop the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder. Start to creep the right fingertips away. Drop your left ear a little bit further. Feel that delicious stretch through the side of the neck. Tuck the chin in, look towards the armpit, the outer thigh. And maybe walk the fingers towards the back wall. And maybe, I didn't say this last time, you could do a little nod. Oh, such a gorgeous release for the neck, isn't it? Get into all those icky bits. Wonderful. Roll the chin towards the centre. Relax the shoulders. Slowly lift up from the crown, the brow, the gaze. Look up, so watch the back of the neck. Stretch out the throat, relax the shoulders. And you can take your bottom lip over your top lip if you want to. Have a mini facial. Good, a mini facelift I meant. Come down. Well done. Let's just blow out my candle in case I go knocking it over. I'm really good at that, I'm getting it on the carpet. Shove away any support you've got under your sitting bones and stretch your legs out. Just keep them soft and relaxed for now. Take your hands behind you and we'll start to circle. So once again, it's our whirlpool of energy. Our whirlpool of energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Try to keep fairly still in the lower body. And you can start to work opposite shoulders towards opposite thighs. And we can let all of the spine have a resonance to the movements. All the way up into the shoulders, into the neck. To anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight today. So you'd exhale forward with this. You'd inhale up. Can you make your circles any bigger here? And let's go the other way. Let's think about being beautifully loose and fluid here. Brilliant. Where are you holding? Where are you a bit tight? I'm getting some little creaks and crunches here. Are you? Can we make the circles even bigger? You can move freely. Lovely fluid, free spine. That's what I love. Wonderful. A couple more. Oh, I love this one. We're so lucky to be able to move like this, aren't we? So great. Come and sit beautifully tall. Take your right hand on your right shin. Open up to your left. So an open twist. Look at your left palm. And think about your tummy, your ribs, your chest, your shoulder, all revolving to the left. Good. Take your gaze, if it's right for you, to your palm. And keep that spaciousness as you reach up all the way through the left side of the body. Root down and lengthen and keep more spacious and come over and stretch over to your right. So you've got this nice stretch through the left side and maybe you'll push the palm up. I find that makes me a bit more spacious. And breathe. This is two-way stretch. Maybe spin your ribs towards the left. Some could even hook the toe, but that doesn't matter. You want to be open. So if you can't reach, no worries. Keep breathing into the left ribs, feeling that space you're making, keeping the shoulders soft, don't bring it with you. And then look at the left hand and slide it up the outer right leg and Hold the outer right thigh and reach up through the right side. Just place the fingertips lightly behind you for a twist. So check you're sitting beautifully tall and the fingertips are just behind the spine, and you just a little bit of pressure on the outer right thigh to ease you round. So breathe in tall and breathe out, draw the tummy in. Breathe in tall, breathe out, draw the ribs round. Breathe in extra tall, breathe out, will the chest come round a bit more? And then maybe you just tuck your chin in and roll the head back. That's the safest way to do it. Couple more breaths. Breathing in energy, releasing any energetic blockages. Our twists are so energizing. Let's stretch our shoulder out. Reach your right arm out as if you want to touch the wall. Take the arm across you. Bend the left elbow and support it above the elbow. Lift the left arm high, and then you've got this nice stretch. So pull and squeeze, pull and squeeze, pull and squeeze. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. You can relax your legs a bit more if you want to. So I'm making space from the spine all the way into that right shoulder. It should feel good. Maybe lift the left arm up even high. You can even put your hand on your head if you want. Oh, that's good. Breathe into the right ribs at the back. Wonderful. Cross the elbows, right arms on top. Give yourself a little hug now. So that might be enough. Or you might backs of the hands together, fists, or Garuda arms, eagle. Take the elbows up, take them away more, take the forearms away. Then you've got a lovely stretch all the way through your back. Feel the breath in your back. Breathe into the space of the heart at the back. That's good. Keep your breath flowing. Oh, it's lovely to make that space there. Couple more breaths. We've actually got more capacity to breathe in our back body than the front. We don't realise this. We think about our breath just in the front of our body. We don't think about the sides of the ribs expanding in the back. Let's do some circles. You can circle and get into the neck. You can get into what I call the nitty gritty. You can get into any of those easy, icky bits. You can do a figure of 8. Rock from side to side. Just play with this. Yoga is all about exploring. We learn so much about our body. Where we're holding, where we're tight. How does your neck feel? How do your shoulders feel? Well done. So I might bend the knees a bit or not, it's up to you. Let's do a big deep in-breath. Breathing completely. Retain the in-breath. And when you breathe out, let it go. Squeeze the belly in, draw up Mula Bandha, hold the breath out, tuck the chin in, hold the breath out. And when you're ready to breathe in, up you come. So remember to do a nice big sigh, let it all go, because remember, I can't hear you. We're not in class. Breathing in completely, breathe right into the shoulders, right into the top of the lungs. Retain the in-breath. Let everything go. Squeeze the tummy in. Engage Mula Bandha. Draw the belly in. Hold it in. Squeeze everything in. Tuck the chin in. Engage all your locks. And then you're ready to breathe in. All the way up. Right to the top of the lungs, into the shoulders, and hold. Let it all go. See if you can hold it out a bit longer. Engage Mula Bandha, draw the belly in, that's Uddiyana Bandha. Tuck the chin in. Good. And when you can hold the breath out no longer, we take a little forward bend here, we can come to the floor. You can rest your head in your hand, you might need to bend the knees. Or you can just do a self-hug and you can rock. You can roll, you can relax, you can sigh. You can just hang there and let it all go. Let the day go. Relax your eyes, relax your forehead. We hold so much, don't we? You know, I think the hardest part is letting go. It's so hard, isn't it, not to be in the steering wheel all the time, not to be in control. Everything's so much easier when you let go, isn't it? And it always works out okay, doesn't it? A little rock here. Relax your legs. Lengthen your neck. Check you're not holding anywhere. Good. Let's come up really slowly from the crown of the head, the forehead, the gaze. Lift the elbows. Big inhaling up. Exhale down. Let's circle. Nice big circles. So we can move fluidly, we can move freely. Inhale up, exhale forward. You can work the shoulder. You can just start to unwind. You can start to unwind your spine. Let's go the other way. You can start to unwind your brain. Life's still a bit strange, isn't it? I sometimes find it all a bit surreal. You know, having to talk to everybody through a screen and everything being virtual, and when I'm doing a Zoom, talking to myself for 90 minutes, talking to people in little boxes. Sometimes I get sick of the sound of my own voice. But it's the best we can do, isn't it? It's better to have a practice than no practice. And thank you so much for joining me and keeping your practice going. Let's open, so your left hand's on your left shin. Let's open up to the right. So it's a lovely sort of open twist here. Let's hold that. So let's think about your tummy, your ribs, your chest, your shoulder, everything. So just tuck your chin and roll the head back. Everything's revolving to your right now. Twists are so good for us. They're good for our energy levels and our digestive organs. Well done. Let's reach. So you're going to touch the ceiling. So push down with your bum on the right side. Lengthen out the waist. Keep the shoulders soft. How high can you reach? And you made that space through the ribs. Let's keep it. Over you come. And rest. That's it. Rest your hand on your shin or wherever it comes to. Your palm can be up or down. And start to spin your ribs, your heart. So it's a bit of a twist, isn't it? You can hook your toe, but if you can't reach, no worries. And the palm can come up. Just breathe. Nice breaths into your right lung. Feel the space you're making between the ribs. Draw the shoulders back. You're doing beautifully here. It's so good for us to stretch through the sides of the body. It helps to balance the whole body. It helps our posture. And it also eases neck and shoulder tension. A couple more breaths. Well done. Reach up. Slide that left hand back. Take it behind you. The right hand just caps the left outer thigh. So you're sitting tall, you breathe in, you lengthen, you breathe out, you come round a bit more. Use the breath, the ribs come round, the belly squeezes in on the out breath. Breathe in the chest, exhale. The shoulder rolls back, the tummy draws in. When you next breathe in, tuck the chin in, roll the head back, draw the belly in even more. Think about breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. You can always get round a bit further. Well done. Release that left hand, reach as if you want to touch the left wall. Take the arm across the body, Support the left arm with the right arm above the elbow. Lift that right arm even higher. Pull and squeeze, pull and squeeze, pull and squeeze. Look towards your left. So it's so delicious, isn't it, to be stretched out from the spine to the left shoulder. And sometimes I think to myself, oh, please just iron me out. Iron out all the tight bits. Iron out all the wrinkles. I just want someone to iron you out, don't you? A little bit further. Oh, well, I think that's what yoga does. Fabulous. So we cross to above the elbows. You can do this, if that's right for you. You make fists, back of the hands together or palms. Lift the elbows even higher. Breathe into the space of the heart at the back. Your gaze can be your thumbs. And then we can move. We can do a bit of circling, a bit of rock and rolling, a bit of figure eight. Just play. How are your shoulders? I've got lots of crunches and creaks in mine. Oh, good. Let's breathe. 3 more energizing breaths. So a big inhale. Think about breathing in all that good energy and retain the in-breath. And then let anything you don't need go. Big squeeze on the out-breath. Drop Mula Bandha. Tuck the chin in, retain the out-breath, and we come again. A nice big breath right into the top of the lungs, in between the shoulders, and pause, holding all that good energy. And as you breathe out, let go of all that you don't need. Good, hold the breath out. Draw everything into your centre and let it all go completely. Let's come again. One more. Right up into the collarbone between the shoulders. Pause. Hold the breath in and let everything go. Just like deflating a balloon. Drop Mula Bandha, draw your belly in, and then the diaphragm rises, and that compresses the ribs to squeeze any stale air out. Lovely. And then breathe out completely. And just take a little forward bend. You can rest the head in the hands. You can hold here and hang. Or you can give yourself a lovely, delicious hug and just hang there and rock. Let everything go. Just hang loose, feel free. You're not holding in the jaw, are you? The eyes are soft. Just use your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And feel you can let go into any area of tension, anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight today. Let your out-breath invite those stressy bits into a sense of wholeness with the rest of the body. A gentle rock. Well done. Come up slowly. Big stretch out. Well done. Let's take a back bend here. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is coming into your table to stretch the body out. 5 nice deep breaths. So don't let that table sink. Keep lifting up the tailbone, lifting up the tummy. Lengthen your tailbone to support your tummy. Roll the shoulders back. You can just look ahead. You could take the head back, but that's not for everybody. Push down with your hands, push down with your feet. So once we've got that firm foundation, we can always lift out of it. Once we've got that support, it's like that in all our postures. Well done, calm down. Give yourself a little hug. This is cosmic egg. Draw the ribs towards the thighs. I'm on tippy toes here. You could lift the toes off if you want. And you could take your forehead to your thighs and you could rock. Cosmic egg. Love cosmic egg. Just gently rocking. I'm just looking up so you won't be able to hear me speaking. I'll be all muffled. But you can tuck your chin in and you can put your forehead on your knees. You can point your toes and you just rock gently if you like. And soften. Beautiful, beautiful comforting posture, I think. Well done. Come up. So just going to have a mouthful of liquid. It's been wonderful to have the rain today. Lovely and refreshing. So a few little baby sun salutes here. I've done that before. Oh, I know. Let's just take a few cats and stretch out before we do those. Little circles in the hips. We should be okay here because we've circled a little bit already in the upper body, but the hips might need a bit more movement because we kept them fairly still. Take your bum back to your heels, your tummy to your wrists, and make the circles even bigger. And then once again, you can get the neck involved, you can get the shoulders involved. Let's go the other way. Oh, that's good. Be nice and fluid. That's what you want. Fluidity in your practice. Well done. Let's come and do a few of our extensions and flexions through the spine, the cow cat. So this is called cow. We should come up, lift your tail, look up. Tuck the tail around the back, draw the belly in, press down with hands and knees, look at your thighs. Well done. And again, remember, we always move from the tail up the spine to the crown of the head, whichever way you go. Wonderful for opening the back body here. And then when you come up, draw the chest through, look up. And again, look at your thighs. Imagine getting your forehead on your thighs. And when you come up, imagine getting the back of your head on your tail. I know it's impossible, but it's the way we work. Feel it between the shoulders here. Maybe go a bit slower. So you can really tune in with the rhythm of the movements. You can tune in with your breath. Always tune in with the breath at the start of the practice, then it becomes a habit. And if you know Ujjayi breath, that subtle throaty breath where the throat's slightly constricted, you can do that. Wonderful. One more. And then sit back. Take a little rest. Relax the ribs. Have a little rock. Lengthen the low back. Soften the forehead. And just take time to check how you are and how your back is. So this is child, and my little granddaughter calls this dormouse, which I like dormouse, I might call it that in future. Good. Come up slowly. 3 little sun greetings here. I've done these before. You might have done it before in an earlier video. Breathe in, breathe out, namaste to greet your practice. Breathe in, greet the sun. Lift your heart, push your thighs forward. Reach forward, it's a big stretch through the sides of the body. Inhale onto hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, push the heels towards the back wall. They don't have to come down. Stretch out the calves. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, ease the heels down. Push down through the balls of the foot. Breathe again, lift higher. Exhale, push the heels down, push your palms into the mat. Don't come on the outer edges of the hands. Come onto your knees, look up, front of the feet on the mat, stretch it back, exhale. Inhaling to kneeling, fingers sweep towards the knees, hands meet in a prayer. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, sun greeting, lift your heart, tuck your tail under, find your back bend. Exhale, reach to the sides of the body. Get a rhythm in your practice. Inhale into up cat, look up, tuck the toes under. Inhale, lift the heels, big upside down V. Exhale, push the feet, heels towards the back wall, then down, stretch out the calves. Inhale, lift. Exhale, heels down, push down with the hands to lift the tailbone higher. One more. Exhale down, draw the ribs towards the thighs, legs and the neck. Come onto the knees, swing the chest through, front of the feet on the mat, take it home. Exhale. Inhaling to kneeling, fingers to knees. Exhale, home to the heart. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Just imagine there's a hand behind your shoulders and you can let go. And reach. We're not used to bending backwards. It's so good to do. Come forward. Onto your hands and knees. Draw the chest through. Tuck the toes under. And let's move. The in-breath, the out-breath. And again. Exhale. If the heels come down, lift the toes up and spread them out. And one more. Brilliant. Let's do one more for luck. See if you can rise up a bit higher this time. And take a jolly good stretch through the back of the legs, through the spine as you push the hands down. Well done. That's brilliant. Come onto your knees. Look forward. Tuck the toes under. Come forward. Good. You can come up again. It's going to be different this time. Hands to your heart. Have a brick or a block near you if you need it, or a cushion if you haven't got one. You just have to sort of manage. Put your hand on your leg or something, but you might not need it. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. And that's how we reach forward again. Hands and knees. We're going to take our down dog. Let's hold it for 3 breaths. 1, press down with the hands, lift the tailbone higher. Find the length through the sides of the body. 2. Breathing in and out. 3. And then if it's right for you, and you don't have to, you can lift up the right leg beautifully high. Draw the knee through. Just help to step it through into your lunge. Take the knee down. So if that's not for you, you bring the knees down. Just help that right foot through. Well done. Put the front of the foot on the mat. If you're wobbly, you can tuck the toes under, but I find it better for my knee. Just check that your knee is over your ankle. Push your hands against your thigh, firm your tummy, roll the shoulders back and open up to your crescent moon back bend. You can interlink your fingers. Roll your ribs down, lift your heart. You can look up, but feel the neck lengthening from that place between the shoulders. See if you can get a bit more stretch through that front thigh. So if you had a mirror, your back would look like that beautiful crescent moon shape. And breathe into the space of the heart. Breathe in energy, and as you breathe out, spread that energy all the way through you, because you might need it today. Breathing in sunshine energy, breathing out, spreading it through your whole body. A couple more breaths. Feel the length through the sides of the body and from the pubic bone to the throat. Reach forward, take your left hand down. I'm just going to turn around here. So it can be on your brick or it can be on the floor. Have a look to the right. What's happening to the right? A bit of a twisting. You always turn your right foot out if you want. I find that helps my knee a little bit. and sink a bit lower through the hips. Roll the right shoulder back, and it's an open twist to the right. So make it your own. Come back a bit more if you like. Keep spinning your ribs. Some of you can tuck the toes under and lift that knee off. But stay low. Don't lift like that. Stay low. One. So you get a lovely stretch through the left thigh there, don't you? Push the heel away. If you want to lift the left thigh up, but keep the knees soft. If we start to lock the knees, it takes all the work away from your strong legs. Well done. Come down. Bend the knee. Take a down dog. So either hold it or take a little walk on the spot here. Doing really well. Keep the neck long. Keep pressing down through the balls of the feet. Pressing down through the thumb and index fingers so you don't roll on the outer edges of the feet. Good. Lift the heels. If it's right for you, we're doing the other side. Lift the left leg beautifully high or come onto your knees. Draw the left knee through and keep it closed and help it through if you can. So sometimes you need to practice that one, don't you? Tuck the toes under, walk back a bit. So I want a nice stretch through that big front thigh muscle, the SIR muscle. Front of the feet on the mat, or if you're too wobbly, tuck the toes under. If you're wobbly, you can always walk that right foot out to the left side of the mat, you see, okay? So stack your upper body on top of your pelvis. Push down with the thigh, firm the tummy muscles, tuck the tail under, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. So we're coming into our back bend. And then open up the front, the sides of the body. And if your shoulders are tight, this is fine. I'm just interlinking your thumbs today for something a bit different, but you don't have to. Nice deep breaths into the space of the heart. Breathing in, breathing out, sending energy all the way through you to recharge you, revitalise you. Only 2 more days to the end of the week, to the weekend. Feel that imaginary hand behind your shoulders. You can get the arms back a bit further. Good. Breathing in and out. And you're going to reach with the right hand and place it down. So you may need to find a brick or something. Put your left hand on your left thigh and start to turn what's behind you. Roll the left shoulder back. Might be enough to stay there if the shoulders are aching. You can walk the left foot out if you like. I'm not so bad that side. I think it's dodgy near the other side. See if you can get your tummy, your ribs, your chest round. So we've got this bit of a twist and then we can open. You don't have to look up. Just do a bit more back bend if you like. See if you can sink a wee bit lower through the hips and you get that really good stretch through the front thigh muscle. So stay there. If you want more of a stretch, you tuck the toes under and lift up. Stay low. None of that. I see a lot of that. Stay low. Keep lengthening your tailbone, spinning your ribs. And breathe well. Focus on the breath. Know each posture is only 5 to 8 breaths. Nothing lasts forever. Get that mixture of softness and strength by focusing on the breath. Well done, that's wonderful. So from here, we're tucking the back toes under, we're stepping to a forward bend. I'm just going to hang out there and have a little sort of little rock. And slowly, slowly coming up to reset the spine, soften the shoulders. Have a drink if you want one. So take your hands to your hearts. We do a big inhaling up. And exhale, just swinging it to Uttanasana. It's just a nice one for freeing out your spine. Lengthen your neck. Keep your knees soft. Well done. Come up. Come down and let's just hang there. Keep the knees soft. And let the spine hang from the pelvis and get that lovely waterfall effect. You fold the arms and you can just sway and hang there. Do a ragdoll. So your spine is beautifully fluid, like a waterfall flowing over your legs. And your neck's long. And the shoulders are soft. Well done. So from here, I'm going to step with your left leg back. You're going to clip the foot out and you're going to bend the right knee and check you're not on a tightrope. And you can put your hands on your hips and square them off because I want to come to your first warrior. Good. First warrior. So really think about the hips being squared off. The left hip's forward, the right hip's back. The tail lengthens so the pubic bone lifts. Just like your crescent moon and that knee's over the ankle. And then you reach up and you feel the space through the sides of the body and the ribs stay down. Allow your shoulders to soften. See if you can open up even more. I'm going to hook the thumbs like we did last time. Maybe straighten that front leg. And see if you can lunge a little bit deeper. Keep the back leg strong, but don't lock the knee. Draw up through the thigh. Straighten the front leg and come a bit deeper. Well done. Press down against your left thigh press down against your right thigh with the right hand. Big circle with the left arm. Reach back. You're going to walk the right foot a bit further back. You can open to warrior two. And breathe. Don't forget the breath. Breathe well. Just check your left arm's level with your right. Your arms are lengthening from your heart centre. Your shoulders are totally relaxed. Push down with your feet. See if you can come a little bit stronger. So you get a nice stretch through the inner thigh. Lovely. Make sure you're well grounded through the feet. The toes are spread out, especially the edge of the back foot and the shoulders are over the hips. There's so much to think about. Let's straighten the front leg and lunge a bit deeper. You know, if you get tired, you can come in and out of this dynamically. Palms up, palms down. Let's do a few. The shoulders. You know, when I'd had a little break from yoga for a while, when I hadn't been well last year, I really found when I went back to my practice, because I was ill for quite a while, I'd lost all my strength in my arms and legs, and holding this for a long time, my arms started to ache, I got pins and needles, but it was just practice so I could get back where I was before. So if you do ache and everything and you find it hard, just go gently and realise, you know, it's just practice. Let's reverse our warrior. That's lovely. Feel the space you're making through the front of the body and hopefully have to straighten that right leg. Some people tend to a bit. And then slide your hand back between your shoulders and make more space. See if you can sneak the left hand down the left leg. So you've got even more space through the right side of the body. That's lovely. Just keep that space. While we rest the elbow on the thigh, we're going to roll to take the arm back. So it's a bound lateral stretch. Pushvakonasana in the Sanskrit. Bound Pushvakonasana. Tuck your right buttock under. Keep breathing. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out. You might twist, you might spin the ribs a bit more. Well done. So I'm now going to straighten this front leg. You might feel you need it by now. You can still keep the knees soft. Don't lock it. Take your hand to wherever you do for your triangle. Let's hold a bound triangle for a few breaths. You may find you can take the hand down. But keep it there if that's enough. It's more about the shape, not how far that hand goes down. Roll the shoulder back, spin your heart. You don't have to look up. Breathe well. It's another one which I absolutely adore. It's so energising. If you want to take the full posture, so shoulders should be level. Couple more breaths. I can really feel my sort of spine clicking and adjusting there. It feels really good. Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out a bit more twist. Let's do some big circles and free out that shoulder. One. Just combing air with your fingers there. You can have a wiggle if you like. Or you can Follow the fingers with your gaze, but don't get wobbly. And then I'm going to point the finger, left finger, all the way up. Well done. Palms come up, down, push. Palms come up. Palms come down. A big circle again with that left hand. Turn the left toes towards the front. Step to the front, and you're going to hang down. Just let it all hang out. Have a wiggle. I'm going to turn myself round. You just relax. Just let your spine feel it's hanging free from your pelvis. No effort. Let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath gently ease you out. Well done. You're going to step your right foot back. So heel out, heel in, toes out. I've got space between my feet. That's going to help you balance. That left knee bends and it's over the ankle. Come up with your hands on your hips because you need to square them off. You need to draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Well done. So open up your back then. This lovely stretch from the pubic bone to the throat and lift your arms but slide the shoulders down. You can either have the arms apart with the pinky fingers turning towards the front or hook the thumbs. Roll the shoulders back. That's it. Draw the lower rib down, but lift the pubic bone. That is a magnetic force between the two. And you don't have to look up. Nice, deep, energizing breaths into the space of the heart, into the sides of the body. So you can feel your feet rooting into the earth. And from that foundation, you can lift. You can root down and you can extend. And you get this balance of being strong, but relaxed. Supported and grounded, but gentle. So we're going to put your left hand on your left thigh, and you're going to point the right index finger, and you're going to circle back, and you're just going to walk that right foot back. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So reach your arms from the centre. Like you want to go in two directions. Your shoulders are just over your hips and you can sink. Eventually your thigh will be parallel to the floor. This is so strengthening for your legs. Spread your fingers out. Push down through the air. Push your feet into that. Feel ground. Feel strong. Nice strong in-breath, but nice soft, gentle out-breath. Breathe out softly. Well done. Reverse your warrior. That's it. Keep that knee over the ankle. Slide your hand down your back. See if you can get the back of the neck a tickle. Creep the fingers down and see if you can wrap the arm around this time. Roll the shoulder back. And breathe. I'm taking my gaze to my back foot here. It helps my balance. But you could just look to the side if you like. Feel the stretch between the inner thighs. Now don't lose that space through the left side of the body as you straighten the left leg. Good. And bend it. Let's do a few of these. Sometimes it helps to move dynamically. Bend it again. Rest the elbow on the thigh. So it's a bound side angle. Bound Parsvakonasana. Roll the shoulder back. Breathe well. Don't rest too heavy on that thigh. You want to use your tummy muscles to support you. Even do that if you like. And then you really know, don't you? You really know whether you're resting hard on the thigh or not. So drop Mula Bandha. Engage your tummy muscles. Use that strength. A couple more breaths. Place your arm back. Straighten the leg. Let's keep the length through the underside of the body. Where's your left hand going for triangle? Keep spinning your heart. That's lovely. So you tuck your left buttock under, tuck your right hip under. So just like you were flat against your wall. You know, if you get time, practice this flat against a wall. You'll be surprised. It will really help your alignment. So if you want to release that top arm, by all means do. Take a few breaths there. Lovely stretch between the shoulders. Breathe into all that space you've made. Eventually, as you can see what I'm doing here, eventually your spine's going to be the third side of your triangle, but there's no rush. If you've got your knee, perfectly all right. Let's circle if you want. Just combing the fingers through the air, lovely and free. And on the fifth one, we come up, take a row or two again, up we reach out. Palms come up and down. And down. I'm going to point the finger all the way around. Step the right foot forward, 5 forward bend. And let's just hang there. Take a little rock, forward bend. Let it all go. Your spine's just hanging from your pelvis, nice and stress-free, no effort. Shoulders are relaxed, eyes are relaxed. Bend your knees a bit maybe. See if you can rest your belly on your thighs. Lovely and long. Let's come and take a little seat here. Take your hands there and sit down. Done. Let's take your knees over to your left. And release your right foot and put it there. So we're coming into our twist, Ardha twist, half Lord of the Fishes. So you might want to straighten the left leg. I know some of you do. Please adjust to suit you. It's better to get the twist right. Let's give ourselves a nice little hug wherever you are and a little rock after that and relax. Allow yourself to soften. And then very lightly place the right fingertips behind you. Let's reach up through that left arm. So when you do this, you're making space through the front of the body, and you've got more space to guide yourself round into your twist. And your left arm can go there. There's lots of options. You can give yourself a hug. You can, I quite like to take it to my heart. Connect to the heart. Breathe well. Just imagine you get your left ribs on your right inner thigh and your tummy comes round. Ribs, chest, shoulder, and finally tuck the chin and roll the head back. Squeeze the tummy in. So good for your digestive organs. Feel nice. Where else do you feel this? Think where else you can feel it. Low back, hips. So you've got this glorious twist from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Breathing in energy, releasing anything you don't need. Any tiredness, any tension. Any bits of the day that you don't need. A couple more breaths. So let's come round and take a little walk here and stretch out the hips. So I'm obviously lifting my bum up on the right side. Come down. You can do 1 potato, 2 potato if you like, or you can just rest there. Few breaths and relax. Allow your forehead to soften. Come up slowly. I'm going to straighten out that right leg. So look at this carefully. I'm going to put the left foot like that. All right. So if that's not right for you, I can straighten it. I can do this. I can do that. There's lots of options. This is just a change today. Reach up with your right arm and take your right hand across to your left foot. So we take it across, left foot, left shin, right foot. Open up through the left. So we get that space. Bit of a twisty one. And then we come over. So my bum's coming off on the left. Don't worry too much. It's going to come off a bit, isn't it? But try to push it down a bit. I'm just going to hang there. And it's so nice to feel that space through the ribs. As I really lengthen out the waist, I could turn the palm up and come a bit more towards the back wall. And you don't have to hold the toe. You really don't. Just be like this enough. Push down with your bum. So you've got this two-way stretch. You're lengthening out the waist, but you're pushing down through your sitting bone. If you can hook the toe, it's just an option. and breathe. It's like two lines of energy, isn't it? I'm sort of really feel supported, feeling that connection to the earth through the sitting bones, feeling grounded, but lengthening out the waist, breathing into the side body, feeling that space, which is so wonderful. A couple more breaths. Take your hand back. Put your knee on the floor. Let's find a little back bend here. Stretch through the other side of the body. A wild thing. You can always keep your bum down if you want to, okay? Well done. Take the soles of the feet together. A little butterfly here with a rock. Open up the inner thighs. It's lovely. Gently ease them out. We take our knees over to our right, left foot here. So sit tall, take a few breaths, give yourself a little hug in, and you might get a nice little stretch through your hip. Feel it here and glute. Good. Well done. Place your left fingers behind you and reach up and make that space, little back bend. And we've got that space through the front and sides of the body, and then we come round. And that might be fine. Are you sitting up tall? You might give yourself a little hug, or you might take your hand to your heart. Use the breath. Think about breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Get a little bit further, an extra squeeze the digestive organs. Lovely stretch through the low back, isn't it, as well? And tuck the chin and maybe roll the head back and look behind you. Well done, that's brilliant. Let's take a little peek over to the other side. One potato, two potato. Hang out there and have a little rock maybe. And let go. Allow yourself to soften. Allow the earth to hold you. Let go into anywhere that's tight in your hip. Well done, come up. I'm going to stretch out the left leg. You can, if you've got a stronger practice, you can curl the toes up, you can make it active but keep the knees soft. Put the right foot on the mat. So you get a nice stretch through the hamstring then if you draw the knee up. Reach the left arm up. Take it outer foot maybe, or outer shin or wherever. Let's open up to the right. Twist. And reach up to the skies and keep the leg through the side of the body when you come down. So my bum's lifting off. Don't worry if it is. You know, if you want to put cushion under it, what does that feel? That might help a bit actually. I should have thought of it the first side. But try that if you want. You can always stop the video if you want to get things. So if you can hook your toe, that's fine. But you know, don't make it a forward bend. It's a lovely twist to the right. Feel your ribs, your chest, your shoulder, and if you can flexible and keep that left leg nice and active, you get a good stretch of the back of the leg as well. And when we stretch the hamstrings, we're stimulating our bladder meridian. I find actually if I don't hold my foot, I can get a better sort of twist here. It feels really nice in the ribs. So it's always worth adjusting to what suits you. Well done. Let's come all the way back. So you're going to place that hand behind you, the right hand. You might do this. You know, you might be a bit worried. You might want to just come up like that or like that. Might be enough. If you want to lift up, you've still got the energy. Find a sort of wild thing, whatever you like, you know. Have the toes up or down. You can look behind you, you can look up, you can open. So many things you can do. Tuck your tail and push the right side forward and breathe into that gorgeous, glorious space we've made today in our practice. Well done, that's lovely. Oh, I can feel through the sides. Give your legs a little rock and roll and say, thank you, legs, you've done really well. Oh, good. So I'm going to put on something warm if you want to, because we'll stay down on our mats, we'll do a little twist, and then we'll stay down for Shavasana. So find time to put something warm on. And then come down with your knees bent. You can't lie this way, and it's a job to know what way to lie so that you can see me well. And I haven't got a posh yoga studio with cameras or anything. It's just on my laptop in my sitting room. I'm doing my best. So your knees are hip width. Well, no, let's not. Let's take the feet to the edges of the mat a bit. And take knees one way, gaze the other. So our windscreen wiper legs. Quite nice to ease the lower body out. Ease the neck out. Good, lovely. A little massage through the low back as well, okay? Well done. One more to the left. One more to the right. Actually, take the one more to the right. That's it. I think we'll stay there. You can draw the knees in together and we can take a little twist here. So you choose what twist you want. You might want to stay like that. You might want to stretch the legs out. You might want to take the right foot on top of the left thigh and have a little stretch through that thigh muscle, the psoas muscle. But whatever you're doing, press your head into the mat, lift your chest up, spread the shoulders out and breathe well. Allow yourself to soften. Just feel the earth holding you. Start to slow down the breath now. Slow down your thoughts. We're coming to a quieter place. Let's very gently draw the knees in and take them over to the other side. Good. Take time to settle, have a wiggle. You may stretch your legs out. You may put the underneath foot on top. Do what feels right for you. And if you've got the underneath foot on top, the left foot on the right thigh, you've got that nice stretch all the way down that front thigh. That's good. Yoga getting into the places we don't always reach. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go. Cheeks soft, eyes soft, jaw relaxed. And one more breath, breathing in and out. Just take your feet to the centre, soles of the feet together. Pedal rock from side to side. Release the low back. And then find Shavasana. You may want to stay like this in the laying down butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Or you might want to bend the knees or take the legs out. So there's a little space between the legs, between the feet, between the arms and the sides of the body. Or if you find it hard to relax, you can always put your hand on your tummy and feel the belly rising and falling. Sometimes when you connect to the breath, that helps you to focus if your mind's a bit busy. So take a few slow breaths. And And sink down into the support of your mat. And let yourself go. I felt a little bit sad lately about the state of the world. And sometimes you feel helpless, you don't know what to do yourself, do you? I've got something here called Full Moon Wishes for the World. And it's not a full moon, but that doesn't matter. So it's your wishes for the world. And I'll read it to you. May you have comfort in your surroundings. May you have comfort in your surroundings. Love in your heart. Love in your heart. Hugs to keep you warm. Hugs to keep you warm. Smiles forthcoming. Smiles forthcoming. Peace when you sleep. Peace when you sleep. A house you call home. A house you call home. It's so time to leave this practice of Shavasana, but of course if you want to stay there longer, you're very welcome. Slowly start to take a few deeper breaths. And feel you breathing in energy, and as you breathe out, feel the energy spreading all the way through you to recharge you, revitalise you, get you ready for the rest of your day, whatever time it is. And with the next breath, breathing in a bit deeper, spreading the energy a bit further, spreading it into fingers and toes, and start to wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Start to gradually move legs and arms. Stretch out wherever you need to. It can be a nice big full body stretch and a big yawn. Slowly come and roll onto your side. Start to blink your eyes open so you're aware of your surroundings. Put your hand down, feel the earth, and help yourself up to seated so we can finish the practice. Big breath into Prana Mudra. Gather your hands to your crown, to your brow for peaceful thoughts, to your throat for kind words, and to your heart. Namaste. Om Shanti.